Hello everyone, welcome to our weekly dream analysis reading. A bit of a day late. I like to get these up on the Saturday, but I felt like there was a pretty heavy topic this week in terms of your dreams and downloads. So I'm going to give some time for you to tune into whichever card. Maybe it's the charm above that you're tuning into. But essentially, I feel like we're going to be getting into kind of zooming into one section of your soul journey, kind of blueprint. So we're going to zoom in onto one of your paths within your full blueprint. We're going to see where you're at in that path and sort of the plausible outcome, or essentially why your dreams this week have been choosing to focus your attention on that particular soul path. So if you do need time or more time to kind of tune into a card or a charm, feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, I timestamp below so you can skip ahead to the card and charm combo that you were drawn to. In the meantime, I'm just going to set these ones aside. I'm an organic reader, so you'll see me change up. Okay. Guess maybe I'll put it over here. That'll be kind of the thematic for group one. So let's get your deck, start shuffling up your group one as well. So you'll be my group that I find out with the angels and your soul energies as we go into the world of dreams this past week. Kind of how the cards will fall. It'd be interesting if they kind of lay out in a bit of a pattern that kind of looks like the path in the blueprint, right? If you're looking at a blueprint document. Okay, so let's see what cards. I'm going to need to go pretty deep here already. Also going to try to tune into your dreams energy. Okay. They want me to kind of pull the way I usually do when I'm reading by myself, which is kind of sideways and seeing which cards call to me. I'm going to do one more shuffle. I feel like they make me feel like I'm missing something, or maybe that was in your dream. Did you were you continuously, or did you feel like you were continuously on the same route or searching for something, keep missing the door? They keep replaying something I did yesterday, which was I was looking for an address. The address was clearly number 19 in the message to me, but I kept looking for 18. And the life of me, I could not find it. So I finally messaged the person, and I just, had to shake my head like, oh my God, what a terrible kind of stupid moment to have. I mean, it was funny. I was laughing at myself. So maybe your dream was the same kind of energy, maybe. Like you were kind of laughing at how you keep missing the turn, maybe. Maybe there's a scene in your dream where you're driving everybody and everybody's laughing at you because you keep missing the turn. Okay, interesting layout here. Kind of cascading down and then coming across, though I feel like this could be a turn of events, or maybe you already made that decision. So you kind of stopped going here and you headed down this route. I don't know. Maybe I'll be reading this way. Kind of decision of going this way or that way. But I feel like this is kind of a decision card. But we'll see. So we'll take a timestamp for our friends that join us now, and then we'll get into the primary card here. Okay. So the charm was my pair of glasses. And we are doing a soul blueprint reading as it relates to your dreams this week. Got a feeling that your dreams were taking the opportunity to kind of zoom in on one area, so one kind of branch within your blueprint to talk about where you're at and where you're headed. And the glasses are about seeing things clearly. So this is the opposite. Like you're not seeing things clearly. You're daydreaming versus reality. You're making excuses for something. that charm is about. Okay, the connective card drew everybody in. If you were with me in the intro, I was talking about kind of this continuous momentum forward. I was saying like walking and missing a door and like coming around again and still missing the door and kind of laughing about it. I don't know if you can see on her face, she's kind of, she's not distraught about this. You could kind of picture her kind of chuckling over her shoulder like, oh, I did again. I missed the dragon again. And then you have your dreams here throughout the week. All right, 7 nights of your dreams trying to show you the light. Right? Maybe you're a bit lost here on your soul path in this respect, whatever this journey is. It's your shadow here. It looks like your former self, maybe who you were in a previous relationship, maybe who you were in childhood. I feel like this is a version of you that you've like shed. You're not running away from it, but you're kind of looking back and just kind of lightly shaking your head, kind of chuckling a little bit, right? Like, why did I make those excuses? Why was I being so silly? Why was I daydreaming or lost in the daydream of the relationship instead of seeing the reality of the relationship? Let's see here. What way is your dream going? I'm starting down here. So we'll use this as the entry point here into your soul path. So let's see what kind of journey we're on. I definitely am leaning into more of these like connections with others. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, it can be friendships. But I'm leaning into how he's kind of lifting up his front paw here like he heard it, right? Like, ow. Ow, that was hurtful, that was painful. And he's starting to turn and look to the light here, right? The sunlight, the dreams here pulling you in, trying to guide you with the light forward and not looking back. Not looking back at these past lessons, experiences with others that hurt you a little bit, right? Again, his paw's just kind of lifted here, kind of be limping a little bit down the path. Okay. So we're in part of your soul journey blueprint where you focus in on your relationships with others. Okay. Oh, look what you chose to do. Your shadow, right? You're dancing with your shadow. You're choosing to put yourself first. You're choosing your happiness first. You're rebuilding your self-esteem. The flames here. Love for self. Dancing and remembering. I feel like that's kind of where you were recently. And it could have went 2 ways recently. And it looked like you're going this way. So let's see what way it could have went. Maybe if you kept making excuses. I don't know why I have the charms here. Didn't even use them. Okay. Ooh, doesn't that look like temptation? I know it's not the devil card. It's the 2 of Wands, but I feel like it's more temptation, more of this, right? Looks good, but it's going to hurt your paw. You're looking back at your former self who would give into this kind of temptation. Look at this dangling carrot, right? Ooh, look, I can make a wish come true, but look at the grin. They're not actually going to do it. So looks like you staved off that path very successfully because you're headed down this way. So, 3 times the charm, right? 3 strikes, you're out. If it's a love relationship, so you're not going to burn me again. When you touch something that's hot, ow, sort of this hurt paw again that they keep drawing me to. So you put yourself first. So this is where you're at right now. This is where you're at. And then we'll see where your possible kind of outcome here, where your dreams, your soul is kind of shining the light on. You chose the door number 1 here in the fork in the road in this lifetime. So let's see what your outcome is. We got some beautiful healing here, nothing but healing. All this green, kind of glowing hue. You're also in the forest of abundance here and wealth. Look at you holding it in your hand. So for those of you that like independence or more independence, achieving that, kind of setting yourself up for success right now, right? You got your decision made, sticking with it, your throne, and now you can build all around you. So what's the dream you're going to be building? You avoided temptation and went down the right path. Okay. Beautiful calmness of the emotions. Nice contrast here to the fiery temptation. We've got healing, peace, and calm. We've got wealth and abundance. We've got wealth. Not needing or wanting for anything, right? Because you've got the water to nourish your forest of abundance here. So everything that you need, the simple joys in life. And you're looking forward. Look how you changed your direction. You went from looking back, right? Looking back, the clarity, the daydreaming, to looking forward to your reality. Look what I've made. Oop, this way. Yeah, look at you plunging now. Look at you swimming. Let's see if I can get the card nice and clear here on screen. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that water dragon in his element, eh? Swimming, plunging, going after his dream connection down here, right? Away from what was hurting him above the water to what's meant for him below. Water dragon. So finding your common vibe, your common community, right? So you'll be joining a new team, a new community, new relationship, new circle of friends, right? The opposite of this, not the ill intent group. You've got like-minded individuals here. Oh, well, there she is. Right, there's your pairing. There's the confirmation. Look at her holding out the cup to you, right? You're showing yours, and she's going, yep, mine matches. It's a match. Welcome to the team. Welcome to my team, right? Welcome to my family. Welcome to the new chapter of your life where you have happy, fruitful relationships that keep you in this space, that support you, that aren't just, temptation in an orb that's going to kind of burn you, right? Scold you, burn you, hurt you, tempt you. But this ocean of blue, sky blue. Interesting enough, I came into the dream reading after watching a video where someone asked various AI engines to describe the color blue, and they brought up water and sky a lot in terms of the calmness. So the sky is blue, right? The horizon is yours to create. You're laying this nice foundation. Remember, this is where you're at right now. Laying down this beautiful foundation, independence, community, getting back into who you are. Very nice reading. Very nice change in events in terms of how you're approaching connections and who you're allowing into your life, right? You've closed off the door to those individuals, and you're heading down this path. Just positive relationships here on out. Okay. Right? The clarity. 3 strikes you're out, we saw. Now it makes sense why in the dream you kept walking down the corridor and missing the door, because you didn't really want to go down that door. right? You closed that door. The door was just temptation. It was just tempting you. Come and open me. But you chose not to. And also the laughing, playful laughing that I heard, right? Ha ha ha, you're not going to fool me again. Learned experience, looking back, smiling. So 7 days of congratulating you on this beautiful path you're heading down. To finding your people, finding your match, finding the same energy. Okay. Wonderful. If you weren't drawn to card number 2, I'll see you at next week's dream analysis. Otherwise, this could just be another rung of your blueprint and the message that goes with it. There's always so many dimensions of our lives that we're always working on at once. Okay, so group number 2, let's get your cards. We'll do the same as group 1. I'll just kind of create a pile of cards and then we'll see how your energies want me to kind of play it out. I did kind of wanted, or I was hoping to, so I guess I put the intention out there to have the design kind of look like a path, part of the grid in a blueprint. And so we'll see kind of what your path looks like, the section of your blueprint. Where did you go down this week in your dreams? Where are you at? What's the message that they were trying to give you this week? Okay. That feels like the right amount. So let's see how they want to play your path. Interesting, they're getting me to fan them. So I'm just going to fan them. Maybe you're going around a corner in your blueprint. Kind of wasting the space over there, so we'll just bring the camera over. Don't know what that white fluff is. Okay, so a bit of a corner or a rainbow here. Okay, so let's see what you're doing. I feel like this one is kind of where you're at, maybe. Kind of the extra gap that they have me making there. I'm just going to take the timestamp for our friends that join us now. And we'll jump into it. Okay. Haven't really gotten impressions of your dream energy yet. All right, group 2, drawn to either the French fries charm here. Maybe you were feeling a little snackish before coming to the video, and that might be why you're drawn to it. This charm is about social gatherings, being around a lot of people. Could just be a conference, could be family, could just be out in public, like a public event venue. So it just means lots of people around you. Lots of people around you. I wonder if that was your dream, because I didn't get dream energy much as I was drawing the cards. Maybe in your dreams you were in a crowd or in a club scene, just like packed in. Maybe you felt kind of packed in, like an elevator that's too full. Okay, the collective card. Look at the small space, right, with the boat as I was starting to lean into that kind of packed in energy. People around you. I mean, this could just be a vehicle, right? A whole bunch of people in a vehicle, a tour bus. Could have been in that kind of scene, or literally, maybe you were on a ferry of some kind or a boat with other people, but there's something here about this crowd. French fries, the swords. Not really paying attention to your soul here behind you that's kind of carrying us forward here in your dreamscape. Maybe it's like you and the collective that we're all drawn to this group. It's like the soul is crossing you all over here, like all of you collectively over in your dreamscape. Where are they taking you? What kind of gathering are they taking you to? some kind of social event, maybe encouraging you to get back out there. Maybe you've been a little quiet, a little reserved lately. We'll see. Okay. So let's start with where you've been, and then we'll get to where you're at, and then we'll see what this around the corner message is. Coming around the corner. Okay. Where you've been. I'm really leaning into the pillars here, kind of like the Justice card. I know it's the King of Cups, but kind of this waiting for fairness, waiting for a payout, right? Waiting for your cup to be full. I don't know if this is a group of you related to like a career reading, or career related. If we're on a career timeline here in your soul journey, kind of zoomed in on that because right away I was seeing the collective of people. And then we have like this waiting for judgment, waiting for fairness, which usually happens in a professional setting, in the work setting, right? Waiting for a promotion, waiting for an opportunity, waiting for a project start, right? There's a lot of kind of sitting and waiting. Okay, so we went from sitting and waiting to sitting and watching. So here you were like sitting with expectations of it's going to happen tomorrow, right? Judgment's coming in. To you then realizing, oh, okay, this is going to be a something that's more long term, something I need to kind of settle in for the long ride here, right? I'm going to go with it. I've planted the seed. I'm going to see it through to fruition. Your strength, your courage, you know, you're focused on the end goal here. You know, turning things in your favor, the power of manifestation here, the magic. So I like the beauty here of how you kind of settled in. It was like, no, I'm going to take control of my fate. Maybe that's why it's a corner here. Maybe you've done a 180. Your decision, your demeanor, your approach, this change in approach from sitting and entitled to magic, I'm going to manifest, more positive attitude. It's taking you here. Similar to group one, I like when I see the field of abundance, sort of the edge here of the garden of prosperity, joy, happiness, passions, holding onto the pentacle as well. There's a sense of time. And look where the rabbit's looking. Your timekeeper's looking at this corner. Didn't I say happiness is happening soon? Something's right around the corner for you. Let's see what turn of events you have created here. You're coming around the corner. You're creating a rainbow. Manifesting a turn of events. Look at that. Turn of events, the devil. Change in events. Draw me into the pentacle, which for me is the manifestation. Kind of pointing up like the Hierophant as well, right? The trust in your intuition, trust in your heart, guiding you. Kind of releasing, walking away from these temptations, right? You've chained them up. Okay. Kind of a opportunity here around the corner, because that's where the rabbit's looking. So right around the corner is going to be this opportunity to say no to some kind of temptation here. That could be an invitation to see someone that you've already decided, you know, I'm done, right? Enough is enough. I'm putting myself first. So you've got a coming around the corner. Actually, it was already turned, right? want to make sure the rabbit's on top because your rabbit's your timekeeper here. You changed your approach, changed your perspective on the situation. It's French fries, people, collective people. So on the situation, you decide you're going to walk away from it. So it could be, a company. Maybe you have that better opportunity is going to present itself. Pointing up towards the heavens. Oh, well, look at that. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, for sure. For sure, you're holding it there. You've manifested your dream job. It's coming around the corner. You've manifested your dream home, your dream neighborhood, right? This is new community. So your dream school you got accepted into. You're about to travel around the world. You're about to make some profound change here. No wonder you're making a 180 on this timeline. Instead of going straight, 180 here. Enough is enough, right? Yeah, look at you. Up off your throne. You've got your fresh start here in your hand, right? Time is over. That's my sunflower. Time is over. Rabbits confirm that. You've said yes to the opportunity. You followed your heart and your intuition. Grabbed it because you manifested it. You dreamt of it. Here you are, setting off fresh and new. Like I said, new job, new country, new city, new neighborhood, new group of people, new idea, right? Could be a new business, new academic pursuit, right? Changing your original idea for profession. Wow. Look at you, the Queen of Cups. Better space than the King, right? King, you're sitting going, when's it going to come in for me? This sense of fairness, karmic justice. To the Queen of Cups, where it's just flowing into you effortlessly. Look at your dreams, your wealth, happiness, good connections, good energy, good vibes, literally falling at your feet here, opportunities. And she's looking into her chalice, almost like the seven of cups. She's either scrying, so continuing to manifest with your magic, so scrying in the water, seeing your future and making it come true, or it's you looking at all the opportunities that's being presented and picking the one that's right for you now that you've learned those lessons. And all it took was the change in attitude, change in perspective, change in demeanor, and it looks like pulling yourself out of an environment or being around a group of people. Could just be walking away from socializing with a group of people, joining a different team, a different department, and the positive outcome that you've created here, and your dream alerting you to that. So yeah, in terms of your dream, I don't know if you just felt like you were commuting. Oh, I almost fell over the chair behind me. Or maybe that was it. You're amongst the crowd, so you're getting pushed and shoved, pulled. Sometimes we get trapped in a crowd and we just have to go because of the momentum. So maybe that was kind of the energy of your dreams this week, but definitely your little rabbit here, your soul, is taking your opportunities within your dreams to alert you to this, trusting your gut, trusting your heart to make this part come true, make this turn, make this curve. So you're here, you have an opportunity to complete your rainbow here and head down a better, brighter path, one where you're not sitting and waiting on others, right? One where you're controlling your fate, master of your destiny. Okay. So group number 3, if you were attracted to the scooter, or maybe it was this deck of cards, we'll zoom on down to this part of your soul blueprint and see what it was focusing on and where you're at. I'm just trying to find a deck of cards here. Okay. Let's get the cards. Group number 3. What part of the soul blueprint are we heading into? Group 1, relationships. Group 2, kind of the mindset and approach. Whoa. Excited to hear cards. Change in attitude, mindset, approach. So, and the lifestyle opportunity to kind of glow up, I guess we say, right? When everything starts to get better in all the areas. I don't know why these cards are so excited. I'm gonna have to contain them a little bit here, hold them a little differently. See where the eye is pulling me. Kind of split them a little bit, no rhyme or reason. See if there's any more. Okay. Now we'll see how what pattern, where you're at in your path. How do the cards want to lay out here? Straight across. I haven't been using the charms, so I feel like I need room for you guys for some reason. Just trying to connect them the way I'm kind of seeing here. So they want me to kind of come up, and then we've got this or that, kind of unpredictable or unconfirmed so far. This or that. Or maybe they're connected. This and then that, maybe. As I kind of turn it a bit, like it's a bit of a key in a lock, a doorknob. Okay. Let's take the timestamp for everyone that joins us now. Also just trying to get impressions of the dream as well. We just keep repeating this and that. So I wonder if, like, you were presented a choice, were you playing a game, trying to beat the clock, something like that. This or that, like an ultimatum here. Okay, scooter. And the primary card. So the scooter is like incoming support. Could be a companion, right? In your dream, this could have been, if your dream was like an action flick, for example, this could have been the person that comes in, the stranger, and goes, hop on, while you're being chased by whatever, aliens, whatever, and then they zoom on, right? They're the companion that has a little bit of knowledge or a little bit of help to impart onto you. So helpfulness, support, not having to go through things by yourself, right? Not having to go through the alien invasion by yourself here. Yeah, look at you, kind of, what's the saying? Like beaten and trodden, right? Tired, long day's work, your clothes are dirty, you've got a new hole, you got everything planted, so it was productive, but just sort of this sort of solo act, and getting a bit exhausted, a bit slowed down here, a bit tiresome of this solo act in whatever area of this life is. So no wonder there's a quick incoming companion here to help you out. Give you a little energy boost or a little assistance, whether that's money, physical support, time, skills in some kind of way. What life path is this part of in your soul journey? I mean, it could just be the lesson of learning what you can and cannot do by yourself, right? It could be as simple as that. So where are we at in your journey? You know, I think you're here at this doorknob because then we cascade down to this waterfall of activity that's possible, that's awaiting you. If you kind of get up and unlock this, open this. Were you hesitating in your dream to open something? Were you like, oh, I'll do that later? Were you just kind of tossing envelopes or keys or something to the side? seems weird to be tired in a dream, but you could have been sort of exhausted in your dream as well. Okay, so let's see what they're wanting you to open. So this and then that. So this. Okay. This is my spirit guide. The belief. That would be the message here. If you believe first, right? So your soul, this is my spirit guide. So this is your soul popping into your dream all week. Going, hello, I just need you to believe in this magic, right? But I said stranger pulls up, jump on the back of the scooter, trust me, right? Trust me. So if you believe and trust, this and that. Oh, there's that. There's the sounding of the horn. There's your angels, your spirit guide, your soul going, yay, they believed, so they've unlocked. It's like, I wish I could like animate on the screen, right? Picture any kind of cartoon or series that you watch that shows like magic, where like sort of the sparkling kind of shimmers. Like I'm an 80s kid, so I'm seeing when She-Ra or He-Man would transform the swords, the magic would kind of spin around them, right? So kind of picture like, well, I guess like this. I just noticed. So, right, kind of spinning around you. Yay! You've unlocked this golden path, this kind of speakeasy. And all it took was belief. Believe to go this route. So that's an intuitive belief. That's a trust your gut feeling. A trust your gut moment with regards to this person, right? This companion. Okay, so where's it headed then? You've unlocked the door. Okay, this could be a soulmate energy, right away. This beautiful Ace of Wands card, the beautiful cherry blossom bonsai tree right in the palm of your hands, right? The two hummingbirds coming together. So this could be the perfect business partnership. This is you coming together with the right company. This is you coming together with your perfect partner, your other half, your better half. Trust and believe it will happen, and it will happen, right? It's meant for you. It's just the path you haven't unlocked yet. Look at all the magic swirling around you. Everyone's celebrating. The amount of hope that you have is just like, now it's kind of shining from you. I go back to my She-Ra glow up, right? This is her as the princess, and then this is you and her as the warrior, right? Ready to conquer. Okay. And right back to your intuitive gift, the star. If this is like a soulmate relationship, I see fertility as sort of the progression here. This is career for you, that you've trusted your path. You know, you maybe struck it out on your own at a small business, a freelancer, changed industries altogether, right? You followed someone and said, yeah, okay, I'll join your startup. Let's do this. It's still fertility, but more in like growth, because now she's able to give back, right? People would be coming to her as this wise sage, the master manifester of the stars, right? Your alchemy, your magic down here, your potion, everything you want, right? Romance, career, happiness, joy. The master here. Being able to make dreams come true. Maybe giving back has been a dream come true, giving back to those who have helped you. So then here's your companion. Looks like at some point they're going to say, okay, you know, we're going to part ways because you've received what you needed to receive from me from this partnership, or this is next milestone in the union, right? So coming together more. So this could be the type of partnership where, you know, both of your names are in the business name, right? Or obviously this could be like marriage, a new home, a new office building, the launch, right? The launch of your business as well. There's this beautiful, if we stay together, it's going to be a deepening of the relationship, or there's going to be a very amicable parting of the ways and like a thank you for getting me here, right? Thank you for coming in, zooming in and supporting me. Thank you for helping me unlock this opportunity. Look at you now. Look at you just laying in your field of dreams, your field of abundance, prosperity. The sunflower is looking back at sort of time that's passed and the beauty that you're receiving now in present tense, present day. So this is what's coming, right? This is what's around the corner for you once you trust and believe. That it doesn't necessarily have to be a stranger, but it could be just a comment dropped, right? Like I was saying in the kind of scenario I was getting, which is like zoom in, hop on, come with me. So it could be, hey, you should work for my company. And you're like, well, wait a second. Like, tell me more about it. Sure, let's go for coffee. You know, this could be, I just met somebody new in my building. They're also single. They're also into this club. You know, come join me. I'm heading home now. I'm sure we'll cross paths, right? It's that kind of support that's coming in for you here, that your dreams all week, your soul here has been trying to say, follow me. Come with me, follow me. Did you follow in your dream, or did you go, get out of here, stranger? I don't know who you are, right? Come with me, follow me. Unlock some dreams come true. Beautiful partnership, beautiful future, or more beauty in your future, more happiness in this area. Lovely messages this week in our dreams. So group 3 and everybody else, I'll see you at next week's analysis.